Okie dokie. Welcome back to another live stream. If anyone's new here, I'm Marcel. I'm starting a business called All City Services and I'm documenting it, trying to keep a little bit of a log here on YouTube and doing a ton of content on Instagram and social media, get people into the YouTube and hopefully get some leads and meet some people, learn a whole bunch of new stuff. The I'll get right into it. I was thinking today about I'd kind of had a realization that I've been like so focused on content, and I in the past would be like just sort of floating along. My job was really easy. I didn't have a lot of expenses, and I was a bit of a floater, if you know what I mean. And so I didn't actually realize how many distractions I had. I always had a hobby. There was a new hobby like golf or skating or building bikes. I've had like a ton of hobbies because I guess I wasn't concerned about my future and like what like I didn't need to be concerned about my future because my expenses weren't a lot at all and I was making enough money to cover everything quite easily. And like more recent times, life situations changed. I want to do better for like myself and my family. It's like all the classic things. And I was like, okay, I have to do this business, and then when you're sort of 30 something and you listen to too many podcasts, you quite susceptible to the manosphere. Anyway, I listen to a lot of like the classic like business and self-help sort of stuff. And oh, we got someone on the chat here, Mega Max. Oh yeah, Max. Good to chat with you today. He's mentioned we had a little chat about the LPG instantaneous. We did a little bit of maths in the DMs. Yeah, so I didn't it wasn't intentional, but I kind of had a moment where I was like, oh, I'm like way more focused than I've ever been. And I don't know if focus just comes because you get put in a situation where you have to dig yourself out and you're like forced to focus. Um, but I was like, oh, I get it. I sort of got what real focus meant. I was like, in the past would be distracted by a whole bunch of things. Like I could work and use Instagram as like I'm definitely addicted to Instagram, and I was like just using it to watch skating or just stupid memes and stuff. Whereas now I'm like turned an Instagram addiction into something a bit more useful, I guess. Um, and like people like Max and there's some other guys that have like hit me up for questions on stuff. It's like kind of feels good to talk to people and help them out where I can. But yeah, so the focus thing was I don't know, maybe focus comes from a dire situation, um, or I don't know if like you can reverse engineer focus where you focus and then it turns into like the for me the focus came as a consequence of having to get myself out of a situation. So I don't know, maybe other people can like focus first and then the they're like, "Oh, I can focus and I'll get to this point." Whereas I was like, I have to get out of this situation. Oh, I seem to be focusing because I have to get out of it. Um, okay, Max has asked, "Am I the only plumber on All City?" So all the content on All City is content for a company that I work for. So the guy I work for, he's was actually close to shutting down his business, and I came in after working for myself. He was like, I'm I'm sick of this. My boss was like, I'm sick of this. I was like, well, I'm not happy where I am working, like working for myself. We can work something out. I'll just work for you. Because he was having trouble with another employee and he only had one guy. Basically, I took over and um, I do the labor and the business sort of runs itself. It's a very old business and there's no advertising. He's sort of just letting it chug along and I'm there to do the work that comes in. And so he's like still using paper invoices and carbon paper and he's just like whatever, doesn't care. So all the I was like, there's so much content here. Um, I'm gonna use it to like piggyback my like basically to supplement because it's my work that I'm doing, and I mean, he knows I'm starting up my own thing on the side, and to like supplement my income, and so all the work that I do is for that company, and I just have it under All City Services social media because he doesn't do social media. He doesn't have anything like literally doesn't advertise or no flyers, no nothing. So yeah, that's I am the only plumber basically on All City Services. Well, sorry, for the company that I work for, and I will be the only plumber on All City Services. It'll be my company when I set it up. Sorry, when I go solo, it's pretty much set up, and I've been setting it up slowly since like 2024, 2024, late 2024. And it started as like a shitty design, or it was just an ABN under my name to begin with. Then I was like, I want to get into hot water, and it was a crummy design. Not crummy, sorry, Johnny. Johnny is a good friend of mine who designed it. I instructed him on a not very tasteful design. Anyway, I like slowly added bits to it. Now I've got like uh oh what's the word? Zero. It's like accounting software. That's the one. I've got accounting software now. I've got payment systems, and it still only makes like 2 grand a month, something like that. Like it doesn't make a lot yet, but I'll be implementing a pretty aggressive magnet campaign towards the end of the year, and that's sort of when I'll transition into my own thing. Um, but yeah, so focus has I understand focus a bit more, I think now, and I think it's a bit more of a focus is a consequence of getting yourself out of a situation. For me, it was anyway. Now, content. It's been a lot of jobs going on, so the contents has been there, but they haven't really been hitting that strongly. Um, I'm not really sure why. And I think it might be like I'm trying to film too much or do too much and edit too much in a day, and it's like dropping the quality, but I can't figure out why or how. Uh, so that's something to look into. But the numbers are definitely down. I just posted an experimental post on Instagram of so my most viewed video. I actually didn't realize. I've scrolled back to one that like popped off originally, and it's nearly hit 100,000 views, and that was when I was like very very novice, like 2 3 weeks in, and I hadn't like figured out captions. the little like me in the corner where the background's gone. I don't know what it's called. Talking head, I think. The like talking head, I hadn't used hooks. So there's a visual hook where I just like cut a little snippet of the first bit of the most exciting bit. So like people get tantalized, and a title on the actual text on the thing to introduce the video. So I'm going to see how that repost goes. I don't know if it's too soon, but I've collected a few followers since then. Nearly at 4,100. Is it 4,000 followers last week, maybe even late last week, and now we're nearly hit 100 more followers. But yeah, content will be coming thick tomorrow as well. Looks like we've got some jobs on for tomorrow, so that'll be good. And a few more gas valves to come. Parts, waiting on parts. So there's some content in the pipeline. So that's exciting. All right, gonna move on to business. Oh, Redfern Electrical. So Max here is saying he first followed me because of Redfern Electrical. He gave me a shout out. Yeah, was that? I was trying to think how long ago that would have been and what I like had the company name. Was it All City Services then, or was it All City Hot Water? Yeah, so I actually happen to know John Cruikshank just through skating. Actually, it's more like friends of friends, and then we ended up linking up, and every now and then we'd sort of bump into each other and skate. And he okay, and he gives me some plumbing work every now and then. Oh yeah, All City Hot Water. Actually, I think I remember the job. I did a job at one of his friends' units. So he gets me work every now and then, and I give him some electrical stuff. He's a good bloke. Um, so that was kind of cool. Yeah, yeah. I think All City Hot Water with the old logo. Uh, YouTube subscribers. No, it's pretty the Redfern Electrical. Okay, Max. I don't know if people can actually see the live chat, but I'm just gonna verbalize what he said. So he said, "Is he a character or is it actually him?" So the Redfern Electrical character, it's obviously like dramatized, but that character that he plays, well, I don't even know. I think it might be John in Redfern Electrical. I'm pretty sure it is. It's him. It's pretty much him. For sure. He fucking rips on a basketball court. Okay, so YouTube subscribers, another milestone, hit 60. So that's pretty sweet. That we'll go to the stats, straight to stats. Big old day. One install, that install was so quick. It was just a straight swap of a continuous flow. It was a warranty job, so it was in and out, and 4 repairs. I can't even remember the jobs. Definitely a gas valve, element and thermostat, and I think a couple of other gas things. Oh yeah, there was a checkout for a gas job, and can't remember what the other one was. But total is 87 jobs for the year. Be exciting to get to 100. That might happen this March. But +6 on the subscribers, so it'll be interesting to see how that. I reckon it'll sort of like stagger its way up. Like one week will be 10 subscribers, the next week will be 15, and then like sort of like go exponential if I keep up the quality. Maybe I don't know if the quality is what's getting me there because it's not amazing, but it's authentic. All right, I'm going to call it there. Have a good evening, everyone. I'll see you tomorrow. And appreciate anyone reaching out. Oh, wait, we got one more comment here in the chat from Biggest Beefus. How are you, mate? I know you've had a couple. Newcastle says from Newcastle. Sorry, I forgot your real name. Whatever. You don't have to broadcast it if you don't want. I've always been interested to know how you Sydney fellas go with getting between jobs in that traffic. Obviously, you guys are used to it and charge accordingly with your first hour, etc. Yeah, traffic is only really super. Actually, I don't know what to compare it to. Central. I used to live in the Central Coast, and it's Bo. Thanks, Bo. I used to live in the Central Coast, and the traffic was horrendous there. Butte Plumbing and Hot Water. Oh, I like it. Got the name in the company name. Little play on words there. Yeah, so traffic was disgusting in Central Coast in peak hour times, and same in Sydney. It's not the worst. Like I'll sort of be on the road in the mornings. It's not good because I spend a bit of time before work, and that's another thing. My boss is like super flexible with me. If like I'll ask him, can I change my hours? He'll be like, yeah, whatever. If the job gets done, the job, like, you can work whenever you want. And so I'll be going at pretty ugly, moving around at pretty ugly times in the morning. It'll take like an hour to get to wherever I need to get to after the dip. But what was I going to say? Between jobs is generally not that bad. Anywhere you can get anywhere within about half an hour in Sydney. I sort of covered a lot of ground today, and everything was about 40 minutes away. But traffic may not be as bad as you think. But I imagine in Newcastle, it's like there's none. You sort of just go where you want. I actually went to my daughter had a dance comp up there, and yeah, it was pretty easy to get around on a nice day on a Saturday. It was not some harsh traffic. Saturday traffic's pretty shit, but I don't work Saturdays, so not yet anyway. Okay, all right, that's a wrap. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Thanks for your chats and comments and questions. This is like really what I was hoping this would get to, where like people just are typing away and talking shit and asking things, and a lot more interactive. So that's cool. All right. Hot water warranty in Central Coast too. Sweet. Ream or Ducks, or is it iStore stuff? Who you doing warranty for? Yeah, Central Coast traffic shit. Anyway, hey, maybe DM me or something. We can have a chat. But good evening.